Good morning and welcome to ShortSalePowerHour.com.
Freaky Friday.
Kaufman, Fred Weaver, Group 4610, Arizona's premier short sale team. This is ShortSalePowerHour.com and today's Freaky Friday.
So hey Kevin, today's topic on Freaky Friday is one that some agents out there may be running into and have no idea why it's happening. So I thought we'd shed some light on it.
Okay.
We talk a lot on the show about BPOs.
We just talk a lot on
We've talked a lot about how the BPO process works.
Yep.
How to dispute a BPO, how much the BPO's value actually holds in a transaction, how ridiculous it is.
How some banks don't even care about the BPO.
Yeah, I mean we've gone through all of it. How they've got their own internal process. But one topic that has never really come up very much on the show, I don't think we've ever talked about it, is what we'll call expired BPOs.
Okay.
Meaning that you've got a short sale transaction you're working on, and you think you're getting to a place where you're about to get it approved, right? And let's say, for example, it's either one of those that took a really long time to get done, or you had a buyer, the buyer canceled, and you got a new one. So the bank is proceeding with the transaction, and then one day the bank wakes up and realizes, oh my gosh, our BPO is almost expired. Now, we've had this happen a couple different times. In fact, we've had deals where we were told the file was submitted for approval, and then the servicer was basically had their hand slapped by the investor because the BPO they had on file was outdated.
Well, yes.
And I call that a freaky situation because most agents aren't taking the time to actually document when the BPO was done, or even have conversations.
What a concept. Actually follow a process and document when it was completed and when they received it.
Or have a conversation with the negotiator about, well, hey, how long is your BPO valid till?
Oh my gosh, are you talking about playing detective and asking questions?
I am, because you and I have learned this the hard way. We've had some transactions where we made a mistake and didn't look to actually say, hey, Mr. Negotiator, what's your most recent BPO on file and is it going to be good? Like, I know it lines up with my offer, but is it going to be good for long enough for us to get this deal approved? Because the worst thing in the world is you're ready to get an approval and then the bank has to call you, the servicer, and say, you know what, we need a new BPO.
I need to order a new BPO, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Because sometimes, not only is that a delay, but sometimes the BPO, because we know BPOs are done by some agents that care and some that don't care, and if you get one that doesn't care...
That's a nice way to put it.
Well, I was trying to be nice.
Some are done by actual agents and some are not.
Yeah, so if you get one that's done by somebody that doesn't care, you could end up with a problem on your hands.
Yes.
So, what would you recommend to overcome this problem? Well, you said it earlier, but
number one, you need to document the fact when you got the BPO, the fact that it was completed, when it was updated in the system. We know we're asking for the amount. By the way, guys, we have somebody knocking on our door right now, and we just can't stop filming short sale.
No, not at all. We'll be at that door in just a minute, though.
We'll be right there. So you need to document the day that it was received. Obviously, you want to document the value, and then you need to find out how long that BPO is good for. That's what you do up front when you're playing detective.
Absolutely.
Those are the type of things.
And right before you go to submit the file for approval, I would recommend you talk to your negotiator and you say, hey, is all the documents on file, especially when you've had a long short sale or a previously canceled one. Hey, is everything on file active? I just want to make sure we don't run into a BPO that's going to expire on us.
Absolutely. I mean, that's how you would overcome it. You would overcome it, again, just like we talked about in our Crush It Short Sales class, which is coming up on November 2nd and 3rd in San Diego, California, and Irvine, California, by playing detective and doing those little things on the front side of the transaction that save you time and headaches on the back side of the transaction.
Absolutely. We better get our door. So you want to wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
Okay, you got to go. Sorry, guys. Somebody's at the door.
1,
2,
3.
Short Sale Power Hour! Short Sale Power Hour!
We're going to have a surprise for you next week.